Hello and welcome to Talk Wargaming and another unboxing video. This time we're taking a look at some of Wargames Factory's American Civil War range, and first of all we're going to be taking a look at this Colonial Militia box. Inside this set we get 30 multi-part plastic figurines at 28mm scale, and on the back we can see some examples of the miniatures you can make from this set, and also some painted examples in scenery as well, and then an example of the sprue. So let's open up the box and take a look inside. Inside the box we get 4 sprues and this instruction manual on the back there, so there we have the 4 sprues. First of all, let's just take a look at these instructions because they're actually extremely useful. Now you can probably see on here that some of the parts are labelled in different colours and have different letters on them. Now what this means is that these parts are usable with their corresponding colours. So for example, if you've got torso A, you can use it with weapon A, and what else is there for A? I think there's an arm there as well. So it just makes it so much easier that when you're actually clipping these parts off the sprue, you know exactly where they can be, which parts they can be used with without a load of trial and error. Now some of these parts, as you can see, are just grey, which means you can just use them on any of the models. It doesn't really matter which one. So mostly these are the heads, and there's also a few hatchets there, and there's quite a few examples of heads, but we'll have a look at more of those on the sprue itself. So let's get the sprues in shot here. So we have 4 sprues altogether, one of which just contains the bases, and these are kind of standard 20mm square plastic bases, and we get 3 sprues of the same. So these allow you to create 10 miniatures each, which is the 30 miniatures from the box set, and we also get a couple of extra bases there. So let's focus in on just one of these sprues for the time being. So now that I've zoomed in, we can get a better look at the sprue and its details, and in this set we get 2 types of clothing. We get the standard 18th century civilian wear here, and we also get these fringed hunting kind of shirts as well there, and we also get quite a few variations of hat. We get the tricorn hats, as you can see there. These are rounded caps as well, and then also some knitted caps at the top as well, and there's also a there's a head there. It's got a kind of a folded brim which you could use to represent an officer, for example. Now what you can actually do, as it mentions on the instructions, you can use the fringed hunting top bodies along with these knitted caps to get some French frontier troops from the I think it was the French and Indian War as well. So it's kind of nice little details and variations that you can get from the sprue. So on the rest of the sprue we get quite a lot of options. So we've got lots of variants of a musket, and we've also got the longer the rifled muskets as well. We get a few kind of little additional details such as the swords, and I think there's a few hatchets at the top there as well. So you can use these to kind of customise your miniatures across the unit. So now that we've had a closer look at the sprue, let's clip one of these off and get it assembled so we can look at one of the finished pieces. So here we have the completed Colonial Militia, and it was a very simple miniature to piece together. We had the letters on the sprue and also on the instruction manual, which made finding the correct pieces extremely easy. It consisted of 4 parts. We had the torso, the right arm, which contains the musket, the left arm, and also the head. There wasn't really much in the way of mould lines to remove. It was a very simple job to clean up and get ready for assembly. I used plastic glue, as this is a hard plastic miniature, and it was fitted together extremely easily. The detailing on this is exceptionally nice. You can see some of the buttonholes in there, and also some of the equipment that we've got on the back. There is some extra little bits of equipment on the sprue, such as tomahawks and things like that you can add on the miniature, but I haven't really added any to this guy here. So let's zoom out and summarise the miniatures. So that was the Colonial Militia from Wargames Factory. It's a great kit. It's excellent value for money as well, because you get 30 multi-part figures in this. The variations between the miniatures are also quite nice, as you can probably see from the back. Even though there is kind of similar kind of dresses, there is enough variation in there to get like a full unit of 30 with a few kind of variations in colour, which is nice for such a kind of a ragtag unit such as the militia. These can also be used with some of the other kits, which are I think the British Infantry and also the Continental Infantry as well. So you can mix and match and make your own units up, make your own variations as well. So we will be looking at those other 2 sprues as well, those other 2 sets in subsequent videos. So be sure to subscribe to be kept up to date with any of these Wargames Factory unboxings. Also be sure to check out our website, talkwargames.com, where you can find a whole host of more unboxings, tutorials, editorials, all things like that. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.